basically central tendency is fancy for mean, median, or mode. So it's just the average. And later on they'll talk about the spread. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, how do we do this?
Would you have... So if you do 25 times 6.4 in brackets plus 30 times 7.2.
Yeah, 30 times 7.2.
All over 55.
Well done. And you don't need the brackets because of Bidmus, but they don't hurt. Okay, I'm happy. You'll be fine there. Mode, median, mean. Let's see. This is used when data is qualitative or quantitative. Yes. So mode can be used even for like qualitative data. So like, what's your favorite color? Red, blue, green. Where where there's no numbers involved.
Yeah.
Median. It cuts out extreme values, like it cuts out outliers, and then mean includes outliers, but it takes into account all of the data. Let's see. Okay, we have some data. Find the mean, median, and mode. First one is the mode.
The mode is 16.5. And then
And are you putting it into your calculator?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe. I added up the number of students.
Okay.
So then the median is the 47.5, which comes in 16.
Okay. And see.
The mean, do you have to do like 15 times 3, add 15.5 times 17, like that?
Yeah.
Okay. For the mean, I got 16.2.
16.2. 16.5. 16. 16.2. And D.
Because more students are gonna demand that size.
Yeah. So most students wear that size. Could also say quick and easy to find. What do you say, Bookie? The mode is an actual data value and gives the manufacturer information on the most common size worn/purchased. That's a good point. Would he order size 16.2? The mean one?
No,
Why not?
because that's not a size.
Yeah, it actually doesn't exist. And so, yeah. Right. I'll blow your wee little mind and cheat like always. Menu. Statistics is 6. We have one variable. And yours, does yours just say X or X with frequency?
X with frequency.
Grand. If not, you can switch it on in the setup. Okay, so what is X? What is frequency?
X, would that be like 15, 15.5?
Yeah.
And the frequency is 3.
Yes.
What do I do now?
Option. Let's go with 3, one variable calculation.
Okay.
What does that first one look like? X bar?
16.18. 16.2.
Yep, that's the mean. Sigma X, the next one is just the total. So 1537.5 is the total on the top here. 537.5. And if we press down, we get N, which was 95. And I'm sure that those two give you 16.2. There you go. We've shown our working out. Let's see. We said the median was 16.
Yeah.
And do you see median there? If you press down.
Oh, yeah, 16.
Yeah, there you go. We have minimum. We have lower quartile, upper quartile, maximum, median, and some other stuff like standard deviation, stuff that they didn't ask for. If they asked for standard deviation, we'd have it there, 0.508. Any questions about that?
Nope.
Okay, so that's statistics mode. Let's see, exam question. I'm pretty confident that you'll get that right. You want to try this one with the calculator?
The median is 6.
Okay.
And the mean is 5.8.
And how many marks was each of those worth?
1.
Yep, so there's no extra marks given for showing any working out. And last one.
The mean will...
Sorry.
Will the mean... Is it meant to get bigger?
Why is that?
don't know.
It's because it's bigger than the mean. So if you get a new one that's bigger than the average, then the average will increase. If you're not sure, this was 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Frequencies were 12, 15, 18, 11, and 7. You open another one, and it contains 7 P's. How would that change the table of values?
Then there would be the frequency for 7 would be 12.
Yeah. So you just change that to 12, and you could just actually check. There you go. The mean has changed to 5.7. Still rounds to 5.8. What was it, the 3 sig fig before?
It would have been 5.78. Yeah.
5.78 and 5.78, and now it's 5.796. Now it's 5.80. 5.80. There you go. So if you're not sure, yeah, so you just have to say it will increase because it's bigger than the average. But if you're not sure what will happen, just put it in and just check what it is. Any questions there?
No.
Grand. How do we go about this one?
Please can you move it down a little bit? Can you use the table again with the midpoints?
Correct.
So, the modal class is 6 to 8.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like this. Checking for updates. Don't do that. Yep.
The mean is 6.
Take your word for it.
I think that's what the calculus said.
All right.
Is it an estimate? Because we use the midpoints and not.
Yeah. Used midpoints. And so we don't know for a fact that all 7 are exactly 3. In fact, they're probably not. But
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Any questions there?
No.
Okay. The midpoint has been used to estimate the time each customer in each class interval has spent in the store. Okay, 6 to 8. Grand. Write down the modal class. That's fine. Calculate an estimate for the mean daily temperature. That's also fine. Okay, next thing. This is what we were just doing. Fine. I just jumped the gun. An estimate for the mean. Explain why it's a thing. Sure. So hold on. I just have to say to myself, move forward to grouped data. That's fine. Model class, estimate, fine. Okay, other stuff. So median is in the middle. Lower quartile is like the median of the bottom half. Upper quartile is the median of the top half. GCSE, lower quartile, upper quartile, A level, Q1 and Q3. Different name, same thing. Each quartile, it gets its name because a quarter of the data is in there. So if it was like 20 boys and girls, it would be like 5, 5, 5, 5. And you also have different things like percentiles. So it doesn't necessarily have to be split up into 4. It could be split up into 100 or anything you want. Let me see. To find the upper quartile for discrete data, it's 3/4 of n. And then for continuous, it would be 3/4 of n plus 1. But we'll see. Okay, this. Find the median and quartiles.
The median, is it 22.5?
Yep.
Then would the lower quartile be 18?
Okay. And bottom half?
And then the upper quartile would be 26.
How many numbers are on the bottom?
10.
So what's the middle?
25.5.
Yep. It's in between those two. And so that is 25.5. Sure. 18, 15 point. What is this? Am I looking at the right thing? 20. So 25.5, 18, and 22.5. Grand. Like always, I'm a cheater. Delete all these and then just put them in the x's. So 14, 15, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 22, 22, 28, 36, 39. And let's see if this works. Q1 is 18, median is 22.5, Q3 is 25.5. Yep, worked. Grand. I'm happy. Interpolation. So for continuous data, frequency table, interpolation to estimate the median and stuff. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Okay, how do we find an estimate for these?
Would you use the calculator?
Why not? How would we go about it?
So type in like the midpoints for x.
Yep.
So and then For the upper quartile, I got 35.
So I think we might not be able to cheat for this one. So upper quartile is 35, which is the same as the median. That seems suspect. I believe we now have to get more precise than that. Yes, we have to be more precise. Yeah. So it's going to be close to 35. But the problem is we estimated it to be that. Okay, so what is the total number of students?
70.
So there's 70 students, and so which student will be the upper quartile student?
The 52.5.
Okay, so student 52.5 is the upper quartile. Let's say Q3. So will they be in this first category?
No.
Second one?
No.
Third one?
Yeah.
So they're going to be in there. How many students came before that?
What do you mean?
So like it's student 52.5
Yeah.
in total, but in this group alone, how many students have we already gone past?
Including 30 or not?
No.
27.
Okay, so we take 27 away from this. What do we get?
25.5.
So that will be 25.5 out of 30. So it'll be that 25.5 out of 30. We're starting from 34. So it'll be 34 plus this fraction of what is the class width?
If you do frequency times midpoint.
34 to 30. Oh, there's a trick. They nearly got me. If you spent 33.6 minutes, which category would you go into?
I don't know.
Which way would it round?
Up.
Yeah. And so if we were to these have been rounded, and so here would be 33.5, here would be 36.5. And so what is the class width of 33.5 to 36.5?
2.
It was 2. 36 take away 4 is 2. It was then extended by 0.5 below and 0.5 above.
3.
Yes. And so it will be 34 plus this fraction of 3. Work that out. What do you get? Hang on, should it be 34? Or should it be 33.5? Work this one out, see what you get.
36.55.
So that is 36.55. There's is 36.05. That is because I think we had to start, instead of 34, make it 33.5. What do you get? Yeah, that'll work. 36.05. That's what it should be. Let's make sense of this. Okay, so you have to estimate the upper quartile. That will be the 3/4 person, which is student, like the 52nd.5th student. We found which group they were in. They are 25.5 out of the 30 in that group. So they'll be like very close to 36. They won't be near 34. They'll be closer to 36 because they're 25.5 students out of those 30 of the way. Do you understand that bit?
Yeah.
Okay. And so that group starts at 33.5 because we just unrounded it. It had been rounded. So it starts at 33.5. And so we have to add on this fraction of the 3 minutes. And that's how you do these. They used some different method. We can use that method sometime, perhaps. Okay, let's try this one. Use interpolation to estimate the median. I did it in...
So you type in the midpoints again. So the median is 0.5.
So that's a rough estimate. Basically, the median is in this first category.
Yeah.
But it doesn't use interpolation.
So would you put 18?
So which person will be the median person? Or which week is it? Yeah. Which week is the median week?
So 13.
Yeah. What do we do next?
You write 13 and then write 18.
Yeah.
Time by 0.5.
What is the class width?
1.
It is currently 1, but if you unrounded it... Oh wait, number of breakdowns. This won't unround, so this is 1, is it? Okay, calculator, what is 13 over 18? As a decimal?
0.72.
I think that's it. Yeah, so it's roughly 0.5, but a more accurate thing would be 0.72 because it will be closer to 1 than 2. I hope 1.08 try again, but make this 1.5. What will it be?
Um, 1.08.
Okay, so even for this one, we have to unround it. 1.08. I thought because you can't have 1.5 breakdowns, but I suppose we're using interpolation. So with grouped data, you have to unround it, extend the boundaries. There you go, 1.08. Any questions about that?
No.
Okay. Calculate the median, calculate the lower quartile, I think it'll be fine. Find an estimate for the mean. How do we do part B?
Would you do 65 over 100 times something times the total number?
Yeah.
So do you add the frequencies?
Yes.
So that is 49. Which gives you 31.85.
Okay.
And then so you find out what one it's in.
Yep.
So is it in 40 to 50?
Yep.
Okay, so the class width of that, would it be 10.5?
Is that when you unround it?
Yeah.
I believe it can't be unrounded. It's perfectly 40 to 50, 50 to 60.
Oh. Just 10 then.
Yep. Class width is 10.
I'm not too sure what to do now.
So the it will be the 31.8. So what would that be as a fraction of the people?
31.85 over
No.
49.
No. Sorry. How many people in to this group is there? So how many people did we already leave behind?
16.
That's it. And so that take away 16.
Gives you 15.85.
So it's 15.85 out of the 18 in that group. Any idea what else we do?
Times by 10.
Yes. What do you get there?
8.81.
And so is the median 8.81 minutes?
Yeah.
That would be all the way down the very start. Like that's too small to even be in the table. What's that about? It would be that plus 40 because that's where this group starts from.
Oh, okay.
And so 48.81. And I believe your calculator would say the median is 45 because it's just choosing the midpoint of that section. 48.81. 31.85. Am I looking at the right one? 65th percentile. 65 times 49. 31.85. Yeah. They're using this crazy method. 16. 40, 50, 34. The 65th percentile. That is person 31.85. 6, 16. 16 plus 18. 20, 34. So they're definitely in there. 31.85. Take away the 16 that came before. So it's 15.85 out of that 18 times by 10 plus. So how is it? Oh, 48.8. Sorry. 48.81. I was looking at the wrong. There we go. 48.81. Grant. And question C.
What does it mean, like, a suitable percentile?
You tell me.
We just make one up.
No. The top 10%. Well,
Yeah.
we just did the 65th percentile. How many people would be more than that? Or sorry, what percentage would be more than that?
35.
Yep. So that'll be the top 35%. This time we want the top 10%. And so what percentile would we use?
90.
Yep.
Okay, so it'd be 90 over 100. Times 49. Then so that gives you 44.1. And then before that there was 47.
Okay.
So we'll do minus 47.
47 isn't before 44.1.
Oh, minus 34.
Yes.
Sorry, a bit delayed.
I got 10.1.
Okay.
And then where did we get 15.85 from last time?
31.85, take away 16.
Oh. Oh, so we do 10.1 over there. Oh.
Yep. So it's basically that fraction into that group.
Do we times that by 10?
Yep.
Plus 50.
Yep.
Gives us 57.77.
And so comment on the validity.
It's not that valid because 56 is less than 57.
So less than 57.77. Let's take a look. 57.8 roughly. So more than 10% of customers have to wait longer than 57.8 minutes, not 56 as stated by the firm. Grand. Any questions about that or that method of finding the thing?
No.
Okay. They use a different method. Minus 40 is that over 60 minus 50. Which one is this? See, I don't have compass stuff. Do you want more practice finding the median?
Yeah.
Okay, go for
it. So we start. Could you move it down a bit towards the end? Thank you.
Are you sick as well?
Yeah.
I was much sicker yesterday. I'm not doing too bad today.
So we add up the frequencies. So the total is 36.
Okay.
And then so the median is the 18th value. So that It's in 50 to 55.
Yep.
Then we do 18 over 5? Or no?
No.
18. Is it 18 over something times 5?
Nope. It's times 5. How many? What fraction of this group is it? I suppose how many students are in that group?
14.
Okay, so what fraction in is our medianth person?
7.
How do you get 7?
Oh, one person in.
Yeah. And so that's what you're doing.
And that gives you 0.36.
And so is that the median?
No, you do add 50.
And what do you get?
50.36.
That's it. 50.4 to 36 fig. So it's basically, yes, person 18 is 1/14th of the way into this class width of 5, and it starts from 50. And so it's 50 plus 1/14th of these 5 minutes. Sorry, of these 5 kilos. Any questions there?
No.
Tricky stuff. Maybe I should switch to the other method, but it just doesn't seem like it's any more understandable. Is it worth doing part A?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Please, can you move it down again a little?
Chicken does Monday
So 80 over 100 times 104 gives you 83.2. So that's in 2.5 to 3.
Okay.
So 83.2.
Hold on. Why did you times this by 104?
By 100.
Where did you get 104 from?
I don't know. I might have made it up.
When you add this, it says there's 100 condors. And I just added them up and got...
Maybe I did it wrong. Yeah, I got 100.
Okay, so what should this be then?
80.
Yep.
So then it would be is it 80 over 9?
Nope. How many are in that group? How many condors are there?
28.
So that's our total.
So do you do 9 over 28?
Yes.
Times 0.5
Yeah.
plus 2.5.
Bingo. Go on, see what you get there.
I got 2.67.
2.6.
2.66.
2.84. Did we look at the right one?
Oh,
Let me just check. 2.84. 2.84. 80, 89, 61. 80, 89, 61 is there. So that's 80 out of the 100. So it'll be basically Condor 80. It's not 89 take away 80. It's 80 take away 61.
oh. Yeah, I got 2.84 now.
2.84. There we go. And part B.
It is not possible because there isn't an end value.
Yes. There's no upper bound. There's no upper boundary for this class, so it is not possible to estimate the 90th percentile. We have time for one more. Is it worth it? Let's see. Hang on. That's question 6, 7. Okay, so 7 is this one. We have time for one more. You want to try it?
Yeah, okay.
And let me just see if there's a... Okay, so it looks like the exam questions don't really use this unrounding part. They just go straight into it. Okay. How do we do a...
Please move it down a little bit.
Yeah, chicken doesn't want to- Right.
Thank you. So 60 over 100 times 41 gives you 24.6. So that's in 5 to 10. So you do 24.6 minus 13.
Nope. Close. Were there 13 students less than that?
5.
Total students less than... Total students who aren't in that group? Who are less than that group?
Oh, 18.
How did you get 18?
19.
19.
5.6.
Okay. What's next?
You use 5.6 to 5.6 over 18
Mm-hmm.
times 5.
Yep.
Gives you 1.56.
Okay. Is that the answer?
Plus 5.
Yep.
Gives you 2.5.
Oh, you. 1.56 plus 5?
6.5.
6.56. There we go. So literally the adding you got wrong twice. You did 6 plus 13 and said 18, and there. And all the difficult stuff you got right. How about question C? How would you start it?
You'd find out the 80th percentile.
I don't believe so. I believe it will be the 20th percentile.
Oh.
When we had to find the top 10%, we did the 90th percentile. So because we're kind of like counting up,
Yeah.
like we subtracted these guys in here, we just use the 20th percentile. Go on, try 20th percentile.
So you do 20 over 100 times 41 equals 8.2. So that is in 3 to 5. So you do 8.2 over 6 minus 6.
Yep.
So 2.2 over 2
Mm-hmm. No,
over 13 times 2.
that's it.
Gives us 0.34. So then you add 3, so then you get 3.34.
Excellent adding. And what is this? Comment on the validity of this claim.
It is valid.
Seems very valid. Hopefully this didn't go horribly wrong. They did the 80th percentile. 20% of trains are delayed by more than 8.83. Why was it 80th percentile? The length of trains delayed at a station. So this is the amount of time that they're delayed. 20% of trains are delayed by more than 8. Because it was more than. That's why. Well, you get the idea. And well done for this stuff. You've got that down, but it just takes practice. What do you give yourself there?
A half.
Fair enough. Anything in particular you want to do next time? We got halfway into that chapter.
Yeah, I don't have anything at the moment, so.
Okay, you can let me know, or I can pick. Any questions for me in general?
No.
Alright, well done, Keelan. You did great, and I look forward to chatting again next week.
Thank you. Have a nice week.
You too. Goodbye.